we're almost done here. Although, given how many Pokemon these guys have, I might be here for a little longer. Okay, I'm gonna put Honchkrow up first since I'm about to face some fighting types. And speaking of fighting types, I was really impressed at how Riley Lucario was kicking so much ass last video. And it was so because of its ability. So I did some research, and yes, I can confirm it. In this game only, if you capture a Riolu with Steadfast, it eventually becomes adaptability when it evolves. So you're probably going to ask me why I chose Inner Focus over adaptability when I caught Riolu all the way back at the Orberg Gate all those parts ago, right? Well, adaptability is great, but I chose Inner Focus since I knew a lot of Pokemon in this game would flinch me, so it was best that I chose an anti-flinching ability over an ability that will increase the damage output of my stab moves. But if I chose to go with adaptability on Lucario, then only its fighting moves would get benefited since Steel is a pretty redundant type. I mean, yeah, sure, Lucario can learn certain Steel type moves, like say, let's see, there's Metal Claw, Iron Heads, Meteor Mash, Flash Cannon, and other Steel type moves I can't really think of at the moment. And in all honesty, does Lucario really need those moves? I mean, yeah, sure, Steel is good against Rock and Ice types as well as Fairy types. Yeah, I said Fairy because, once again, it's worth mentioning that Fairy type exists in this game. But the point is, I don't think Lucario really needs any Steel type moves on it. But to tell you the truth, I am going to give my Lucario a Steel type move later on in the game because I'll be facing certain Fairy type Pokemon, which means I'll need a Steel move at that point in the game. You'll see when I eventually get to that point in the game. Hopefully I remember. Alright, last video, I was talking about that Charade battle event featuring that mighty Hisuian Decidueye, but I left out one piece of information. I didn't say anything about its Terra type. Okay, I don't know how I could have missed that. Well, anyway, that thing's Terra type was Grass. Yes, I said was because that event is now over, so it's only fitting that I said was. And since its Terra type was Grass, that means it won't get stabbed on triple arrows. But I don't think it matters that much because I'm pretty sure one of his moves could have been either Bulk Up or Sword Dance. So either way, that Hisuian Decidueye would have been a pretty formidable opponent. Not that I would know of it anyway, since, as I said last video, I wasn't going to go after that thing since it's just going to be some sort of trophy for me. And yes, I did use Earthquake since these two Mawils don't have Intimidate as their ability, so I'm free to kill them in one hit without thinking, are these two going to survive because I got intimidated once or twice? And yes, I know Lucario went down, but it doesn't matter since once the battle's over, it's going to come back to life anyway, so yeah, no harm done. I mean, if I were to go after that Hisuian Decidueye, then I would need actual people to help me because, as I said before, the partners the game provides you with, 9 times out of 10, they suck. Okay, that pit you see there, in the original games, the Iron Plate would have been there. I believe that's supposed to be one of Arceus's plates, but I am going to get the Iron Plate later on in the game, but it's just going to be in an entirely different way. So in a game like this, there's nothing in that little pit. Alright, I'm going to put Honchkrow back in the lead since one of these trainers has a Masquerain on their team. And this next bit I'm going to say, well, this is going to sound kind of ridiculous, so bear with me for a second. In this game, Masquerain is a bug water type. Yeah, you heard me right. Masquerain is a bug water type, just like Surskit. I don't know about you, but every time I play a game like this, I feel as though Masquerain's type always changes. Okay, I feel as though someone out there sees Masquerain as a different typing, other than Bug Flying. Well, anyway, another reason why I put Honchkrow in the lead is not just to one-shot Masquerain, but to also prevent it from using Stun Spore, because yes, it does have Stun Spore as one of its moves. And the last thing I want is for that thing to paralyze my entire team. Yeah, I know I'm going to get intimidated, but it doesn't matter since I'm pretty sure Honchkrow still has the power to one-shot this thing since Masquerain's defenses really suck. So regardless of whether or not it's a Bug Water or Bug Flying, Flying is still super effective on Masquerain either way. Alright, good. Went down one hit. So that means I won't have to worry about getting paralyzed by that thing. Alright, moving on to something else. Now, before making this video, I found out about another fan-made game of Pokemon Platinum. I believe it's called Pokemon Following Platinum. And yes, it's as it sounds. So, your lead Pokemon, yeah, it follows you just like it would if you were playing Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I took a look at some footage involving that game, and yeah, it is great, but I saw that the text was in Spanish. I mean, sure, my knowledge of Spanish is kind of limited, but I would prefer to play a game in a language in which I can understand. I mean, yeah, sure, I have played Platinum for about 10 years already, but still, I want to be able to understand what I'm reading. If the game wasn't English, then maybe I would have considered playing that game and not this game, since I'm pretty sure everyone out there loves that whole mechanic where your lead Pokemon follows you. In fact, it was so popular, it was brought back in games like, say, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as the DLC for Sword and Shield. My feelings for it personally, well, I guess it's sort of a mix. I mean, after all, it's just a mechanic. Of course, I don't know a whole lot about following Platinum. All I know is your lead Pokemon follows you if it's in the front of your party. Yeah, obviously enough. Oh god, what's acupressure going to raise? Oh, the fence? Oh, that means Metachamp could possibly survive my Drill Peck. Okay, let me see what I can do against that thing. Hopefully, that Metachamp doesn't give me a whole lot of trouble. Well, actually, hopefully it doesn't give Lucario a whole lot of trouble, because, well, I don't know what moves that Metachamp knows, but it could possibly have High Jump Kick as one of its moves, and obviously Lucario can't take that kind of attack since its defenses aren't all that good. Okay, is High Jump Kick going to take down Cradily in one hit? Oh, alright, there we go. I thought maybe Cradily would survive in the red since, well, I guess the defenses of that thing are pretty good. I know from experience. Oh, Speed Boost this time, huh? Actually, I don't think the Speed Boost will matter because I'm pretty sure Lucario is going to go for Bullet Punch. Yep, figures much, so that Speed Boost didn't mean a damn thing to it. Okay, good thing Acupressure didn't raise evasiveness, otherwise I don't know if anyone would be able to hit that Metacham. Alright, I believe these two were the last two regular traders in all of Iron Island. All that's left is two more trainers that I consider to be boss traders, and they're right up ahead. You may have seen them in the last video. Yeah, it's those two Galactic Grunts. Okay, let's see what these two have to say. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to put Gastron in the lead so that way I can have it gain some experience points. Yeah, as I said, we did see these Grunts last video, but I couldn't get to them because those rocks over there were blocking me from getting to them. Okay, obviously Riley isn't very happy that Team Galactic is in Iron Island. Well, Riley, you should consider yourself lucky that there's no crazy machine here to make your Lucario go berserk, like it would if this was the anime, along with the other steel types in this place. Of course, I'm referring to that one episode where Team Galactic was on Iron Island and Mars was using an artifact called the Spear Key to find the location of Spear Pillar within Mount Coronet. I believe it was the energy waves from the machine Mars was using that was causing all the steel types to go berserk. Okay, now we're going to drive Team Galactic out of Iron Island. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite fights in the entirety of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, as well as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I mean, it's a pretty rare occurrence where you fight alongside someone like Riley when you take on the villainous team. Well, I guess there's other instances where you do something like that, but that's in future Pokemon games, like, say, Black and White, as well as Black and White 2, and other Pokemon games just like that. Okay, hope Lucario targets the Perugly, because what tends to happen is Lucario tends to target the Golbat. Okay, went for Perugly, but I would prefer if Lucario went for High Jump Kick, since it would be more likely to take down Perugly in one hit. Yeah, I don't know what Riley was thinking, telling Lucario to go for Meteor Mash. Okay, good thing that Air Slash didn't flinch me. Well, whatever. Come next turn, I'm pretty sure Lucario is going to go for Bullet Punch to take down the rest of Perugly's HP. Oh yes, years ago, I was playing Pokemon Blight Platinum, and by the time I got to this fight, well, I guess the fight was pretty interesting. I believe these two Grunts had a pseudo legendary on their team, one each. I believe one of them had a Tyranitar, and the other one had a Salamence. Although, there was something particularly weird about that fight. When I was reaching the end of the fight, I believe one of these two Grunts had a level 32 Croagunk on their team. And believe it or not, I believe that's supposed to be the same Croagunk that the Grunts would use if you were playing the original Platinum. Okay, I don't know who programmed Pokemon Blade Platinum, but whoever did it, looks to me like that person didn't modify certain things on certain trainers' teams. Oh, okay, I thought maybe Houndoom was going to go first, but it looks like Lucario went first instead. As for Toxicroak, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to take down Lucario since it's bound to have a fighting type move on it. Oh, Frost Chop? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something else. So yeah, I feel as though that was some sort of bug in the game, but then again, maybe not, because if it was a bug in the game, then I'm pretty sure it would look a little bit different. Yeah, that's just one of the more awkward things I saw in Pokemon Blade Platinum. A level 32 Pokemon on a team of Pokemon that are in their early 70s, yes. Their Pokemon were level 70 at the time. Okay, here comes Metagross. I believe in a game like this, I think Metagross has another ability in addition to Clear Body, but I just don't know what it is. Okay, once this video is over, I'm going to see what other ability Metagross gets that's not Clear Body. Yeah, Aftermath is pretty annoying, but, well, it had to be done. I mean, after all, Skuntank doesn't have the best defenses in the world, I know from experience, since previously I said that I used a Skuntank back in Battle Tower when I was playing Diamond, and even then, I was kind of surprised that it's able to learn Flamethrower. But in all honesty, I don't think Skunktank's special attack is really all that good. I mean, a fire-breathing skunk, or at least that's what's supposed to be happening. Who knows, maybe it could be something else. We don't even know what Team Galactics' big plan is anyway. Yeah, of course you don't. I'm pretty sure their bosses don't tell them anything since they're really that incompetent. Alright, as a reward for getting Riley through Iron Island, he's going to give me the HM for Strength. If I was playing the original games, then I would have gotten this the moment I met Riley at the beginning of Iron Island, and I wouldn't even have to fight him. Now, if I was playing the original games, instead of the HM for Strength, Riley would give me the Riolu Egg, assuming I have an empty slot in my party. And if you don't, then he's going to keep the egg until you come back for it, which means you have to go through Iron Island all over again. Yeah, I've done that so many times, and I think I remember to keep an empty slot in my party just in case I go to Iron Island and I meet up with Riley. Okay, I'm gonna teach Strength to be barreled real quick. Just a reminder, in this game only, there's only one instance in this game where I'm going to use Strength, and that's not until I reach the Distortion World. Yeah, there's no other place in this game where I can use Strength. Oh yes, as for Diamond and Pearl, the HM for Strength, I believe that would be located in the top floor of the Lost Tower. But you would have to have Defog on you so that way you could get the HM for Strength from somebody who's there. Yeah, I'm not even sure how I found that out by myself when I played Diamond for the very first time. Yeah, I found Strength by myself, but I couldn't find the HM for Defog. Go figure. Well, what's done is done. Okay, this is the last room of Iron Island, and there is one other room here that's only exclusive to Pokemon Platinum. And it's that room over there. Okay, I believe this cave is called the Iron Ruins. Oh, okay, I didn't want to go inside here yet, just wanted to grab this item. A Shiny Stone. Okay, if you have any Pokemon that evolve with the Shiny Stone, you can now evolve them. In the anime, apparently Team Galactic discovered ruins that have the same name as the location here, and I believe it's this place. Okay, there's a hidden item here, so I'm just going to grab it real quick. Alright, there we go. Well, this place is not the Iron Ruins yet, but will be later on. Yeah, planning on coming back here later on, not just to catch Registeel, but to also do something else later. A good thing Registeel wasn't in the anime when Team Galactic was there, because, yeah, it would have gone berserk just like all the other Steel types. Yeah, I can't imagine something like Registeel of all things going berserk. Alright, now that I completed Iron Island, you have to go back to Byron's house, that way you can talk to him, and then he'll go back to his gym. Okay, good thing I didn't forget to do that, because every now and then, I tend to forget that. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I guess, I'm not used to doing that, since it's only exclusive to this game only. Alright, now it's time for me to sail back to Canalave City. Once again, I am going to be going back to Iron Island later on in the game, but that won't be for quite some time. Alright, next time, we're going to take on the Canalave City Gym. See you then.